Well, good afternoon. My name is Kurt Watson, and welcome and thank you for being present at what is surely a historic announcement for the University of Kansas School of Business. And I'm reminded that today is a great day to be a Jayhawk. In just a few moments, you're going to hear about a gift that is a transformative investment that will elevate this university, our School of Business, the state of Kansas, and certainly our region. As chair of Far Above, the Campaign for Kansas, we are working with donors like the Federal Foundation and the Dicus family to embrace the strengths of this great university and secure gifts that will elevate KU and position it among the distinguished public universities, research universities in this nation. The gift you will hear about today takes that step and moves the School of Business into a whole new level. Let me introduce John Dicus. A lifelong Jayhawk, John earned bachelor's and master's degrees in business administration from KU in 1983 and 1985, respectively. John serves on the KU Endowment Board of Trustees, and he also served as a member of the Far Above Campaign Organizing Committee. The Dicus and Bubb families have deep ties to KU and the state of Kansas, with a multi-generational commitment to seeing our university and our state prosper. They are Kansans to the core. Today, John is Chairman, President, and CEO of Capital Federal Savings. Please welcome my good friend, John B. Dicus.
Thank you. I wish I had a script like he had there. I didn't get prepared very well, but thank you all for coming out today. It is an exciting day, not only for Capital Federal Foundation, Capital Federal Savings, and our holding company, but for KU and the School of Business. This has been something that has been long due for the University of Kansas, and we're just glad to be a part of being able to help out the university, the School of Business, its faculty and staff, but most importantly, the young kids that will be able to go through this school at some point. Hopefully they'll either be graduate students or some of them are freshmen over here. But they are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And looking at the building, the renditions over here, I think this is going to be a facility that will give them the chance to succeed and be those business leaders. So we're very excited about that. I want to introduce a few people at this point that have made this possible, that without them and their support, we wouldn't be here today. And I can honestly say this one, I wouldn't be here today without him. And probably the most important one of all of them is Jack Dicus, our Chairman Emeritus of Capital Federal Savings and also the Chairman of the Foundation Board of Trustees, and a graduate of the KU School of Business back in 1955. So if he will join me up here.
Well, thank you, John. Kurt, thank you. John said he'd let me make a few minutes of conversation, so I'll try to do that. But we are truly excited about that. And I will speak for the Capital Federal Foundation, our trustees, and all of us at Capital Federal. We're excited about it and what we think this gift will mean to the University of Kansas and its business school. I would tell you, and as many of you have heard, it truly is an investment for us to make this, and I think it'll better our state, the university, and be a better place for students of the future. I would be remiss if I didn't give our thanks to Neely, excuse me, but there you go. She's absolutely fantastic. I would tell you that she made as fine a presentation to our trustees and considering the gift and outlined the need in no uncertain terms for the need for a new business school facility, and we appreciate that. She answered all our questions as we proceeded and followed up carefully after that. So we're all excited about that, and I would just tell you all that we're looking forward to the completion of the campaign, looking forward to the construction and the start of the building, and look forward to the doors opening for a premier new business school facility. And we thank you all.
You can't leave. Yeah, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce a few other people that are very instrumental in this and hopefully keep me in the position that I have at Capital Federal. But we have 3 of our board members from the bank and the holding company here. 2 of them are way in the back here, Jeff Johnson from Wichita and Jack Huey from Topeka. And then we also have Reggie Robinson from Maher and Lawrence. All are on the Capital Federal Savings and Capital Federal Financial Holding Company board. So thank you all for attending. Now the most important ones that fortunately were there when Neely made her presentation and saw the same vision for the University of Kansas that Jack and I had, and being grateful for everything the university and the School of Business has done for us, and that's the trustees and the president of Capital Federal Foundation. And so at this time I will introduce them and ask them to come up for a little presentation that we're going to do to Neely and the Chancellor. But first we'll go in the order of chronological so I don't get in trouble here. But Ron Roskins is a trustee member and has been since we started the foundation back in 1999. And Ron is from Omaha, Nebraska. And what these 3 trustees all bring, the foundation, when we set it up back in 1999, we have 3 or 4 main areas of giving that we look at: higher education, affordable housing, and the United Way. And each one of these trustees represent that knowledge. And Ron, we won't hold it against him, but in his prior life was president of the University of Nebraska. So yeah, he gives us some insight. You know, we got him in a blue tie today, so that's pretty darn good. Next is Nancy Perry, and she is from Topeka and has been a long-time president of the United Way in Greater Topeka, and very instrumental with us in that regard and looking at a lot of the community gifts that we do. And so Nancy, thank you. And Nancy, I got caught earlier, is a KU graduate, the School of Education, so we might get her an honorary business degree or something out of this. Yeah. Next is Rick Jackson, and he is an executive vice president for the bank and our chief lending officer, and very instrumental in helping us through gifts and things that we consider for affordable housing. And last but not least, we got to leave the K-Stater to last here. It's Tammy Dishman, who's president of the foundation and does a great job in working with all the gifts and requests that we get for that. So with that, I've talked long enough. I want to get the Chancellor and Dean Neely Bendapudi up here because we've got a little presentation here that we would like to give to them. And we've got a friend that I think most of you will recognize to help us make this presentation. As now you can all see, the foundation is committed to the university and to the School of Business and their building fund for a new KU School of Business located on Naismith Drive, which, I mean, how can you get a better address than that for the new School of Business? But on behalf of the trustees, we present to the university a $20 million gift for a new School of Business. Now since we've presented the check and you know the number, Jack and I driving over, we got a call from the governor, and he has worked obviously a long time with Neely and knows her very well. And his only question of us is, how'd you get away with only $20 million? I can't believe she didn't get the whole foundation. So with that,
this is an exciting day for the business school and for the university. We believe that an outstanding school of business deserves a great place to do business, and that's what we're talking about today. And a number of people have already said that the new School of Business will provide a place where our faculty and our students will be able to have the kind of programs that a 21st century School of Business needs to have, the kind of classes, the kind of technology, and the kind of support that will enable them to rise to new heights of quality and excellence. We want a business school that will compete with any, not only in the country, but any in the world, and that is the path that we're on. Once this building is complete, not only is it going to be in a great location, but it will be really a symbol of the aspirations of the university to new students, to potential faculty, and to the community. One of the things to talk about today is certainly to talk about the new School of Business building and what it will mean. But I think we're also here to acknowledge and celebrate the generosity of this family to the university and their support for the university. I've met Jack and John a number of times during the past several years. I think Jack was one of the first people that I met when I came here. I looked at some notes that I had, and I met him in September of 2009. I arrived in August of 2009, so he was pretty early on the list. And I got a gift from him at that time. He may not remember. It was you might think it's smaller than this gift, but it was a very, very important gift. Do you know what? Does anyone here know what this is? It's a K-book from 1941, 1942. And Jack had taken the trouble to bring this book to me and to give this book to me at that time, and I appreciate it very deeply. I have looked in it to see the buildings and the things that students were supposed to learn at that time and know about the university, and I took it sort of as a sign of things to come, so thank you, Jack. And thank you to all the members of the foundation for your support and your belief in the school and your support of Neely's efforts and of the university's efforts. So thanks to all of you for being here.
Thank you, Chancellor. Would you all agree that this is an incredible day? I must say that not just as a dean of this business school, but as an alumna, I am so excited I could hardly sleep last night. Honestly, this is such an exciting day for all of us. A little over a year ago, I started here as dean. And at the time, I shared with many of you my vision, my desire, my determination, my dream of making this school, your school, my school, our school, a great place to learn, a great place to work, and a great place to invest. And I want to tell you how amazed I am by my faculty and staff. I have to start there, because what they have done in this 1 year is unbelievable. Not just in our university, but in any university. Truly is incredible. Just to give you a very quick context of what we've done in this past year, because this is what convinced the foundation. It's not what I said, I appreciate it, but really what our faculty and staff have done. They worked so hard. We have a full complement of freshman admits into the business school, correct? We have a brand new curriculum for them. We have an undergraduate honors program we've introduced. We have a peer and professional mentoring that we have introduced. We have a completely redesigned, revamped, streamlined, extremely competitive MBA. We have new tracks in the MAC program, the Masters of Accounting program. That's what they did in 1 year. That is incredible, ladies and gentlemen, so please thank them. All of this. So my faculty and staff and our dedicated students have worked hard to make sure that we are a great place to learn and a great place to work. But today, it's about the sign of faith, this trust that Capital Federal and the foundation have placed in us. They have demonstrated that we are a great place to invest. And I want to tell you, the dioceses, the Capital Federal Foundation, the board members, the foundation members, everybody here, this gift is incredibly special for a couple of reasons. And I mean this. One, it's our success story. It is a Kansas success story. It truly is. Here's a family that was educated at KU. They've studied, others who've studied in the state. We will accept you too, Tammy. Thank you for the scarf, by the way. Appreciate that. So people who've been educated in this state, who've put down roots here, who've created jobs here, who've really cared about the success of this region. And you are putting this trust in us. We will never forget it. We will be great stewards of it. It means so much to us, we cannot tell you. The second reason this gift is so special is that it's the largest in the history of the business school, and it's the largest gift that the foundation has given. So it is truly doubly special to us, and as I say, we will work very, very hard to make sure that we deserve this and more. I promise the foundation. Yes, and the more is coming. Some of you in the audience, you know who you are. I'm speaking to you. But over the next several weeks and months, you will hear that with the support of our university leadership, of our endowment, my fellow deans who are here, the entire university family, with all of your support, with your efforts, I'm so thrilled. Over the next several weeks and months, you'll hear about many more exciting things coming up. But ultimately, it's all about the students. We all do this because we care about the students. I am so proud of my kids who are here today. So it's only appropriate that the last formal remarks about this should come from our student. We do educate leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Every one of my students, every one of my kids, I'm so proud of them, but today you're going to hear from one of them. She's a business student, and we didn't arrange this, but she is from small town Nebraska. We just didn't want you to be the only one here. But she is president of our student body. Hannah Bolton, come on up here. While Hannah comes up here, I want to assure you that 2015-2016 is the sesquicentennial year. I've practiced saying that. That means, by the way, 150th year. Some of you don't know, I know that. So it's the 150th year of KU. The freshmen who've started today, let's all work hard. Let's take this lead gift that you have given us. Let's be inspired by the lead gift and make sure our freshmen get to be in that classroom, in that new building before they graduate. All right? Rock chalk. Hannah, come on up here.
Thank you so much. I'm not quite as good as at an improv, so I have a speech written out here. So first and foremost, I want to thank you for allowing me to give the student perspective today. As a business student, I've had my fair share of experiences in Summerfield. I have heaved myself up those unforgiving stairs to the 5th floor, only to step into a classroom with dedicated professors that have gone above and beyond to make my education exceptional. Also, I may or may not have fallen asleep in the Goat Commons, but I pretend that that didn't happen, so. Here at the business school, we have a little thing called pride. I feel that it is rather unmatched to any other professional schools, so I apologize to the other deans that are here today. We take pride in our education, in our award-winning professors, and the work we do outside the classroom. We have all the means to be a powerhouse, except one key component. With the construction of a new business school, professors will be able to bring more resources to the classroom. These resources are essential to creating an environment of learning and a place for growth. This is a desperately needed project, and I speak on behalf of the students so desperately desired. This will also help recruiting talented, bright students to the field of study in business. A new facility will allow students and professors alike to take pride in their place of study, a place where students feel at home, work on projects, and talk to their peers about their future goals, a feeling that students truly do long for. On behalf of the business school students, we thank Capital Federal and all the representatives here today from the bottom of our hearts for this generous gift. Thank you.
I don't know why I have to follow those three women. That seems a little unfair to me personally. You know what? I would be remiss if I didn't say how sorry I am, and I know you all are, that Betty Dicus isn't here to celebrate this with us today. If there has been a better Jayhawk ever than Betty and her enthusiasm for this university, I don't know who it is. And to the Dicus family, she was a jewel. We miss her every day, and I'm just sorry that Betty's not here with us this afternoon. This campaign is really about Hannah, and I think Neely said it, the chancellor said it. This is about the students and providing them an opportunity to make a difference in their lives and be the future leaders that we so badly need in this state. And I think one of the great things that the Chancellor and Neely are all about is creating jobs for Kansans in Kansas. And that's something that this new school will enable us to do. And I cannot be more proud to be a part of this today. And again, thank John and Jack and all of you from Capital Federal and the Foundation for this fantastic gift. This campaign has an ambitious goal, as you know. $1.2 billion is a lot of money, even if you say it real fast. And it's going to take all of us working together and following the lead of great companies and people like those that are here today to make this happen. So I want to encourage all of you to join us, to be part of this exciting campaign for Kansas, and most importantly, to thank Capital Federal for helping to take us far above. Now, I'm used to being told what to do by Sue, and during the campaign by the Chancellor, and now Neely. So, and I don't mind it at all, to tell you the truth. Neely said, you cannot leave until she has an opportunity to thank each of you personally for being here today, and I think that's awesome. While you wait for your goodbye, there are some snacks and some drinks, and so let's get together, have some fellowship, and celebrate this great day for the School of Business, the University of Kansas, and the state of Kansas. Thank you all very much for being here.